This is the 1004 MC, or the Market Conditions Addendum. So this data is taken directly from the, what is this one called? The 1004 MC form that I send in the work file. So you've transferred over all of the numbers from that form straight into the report. So now when we're doing this, it's just a matter of increasing or decreasing. So these two, the first two lines on the grid, work together. Number of sales and absorption rate go together. So it's gone from 0.5 up to 1.6, so that's increasing. The next one, total number of comps, it's gone from 3 in 6 months to 4 in 3 months. That's increasing. And over here, months of housing supply. We used to have 6 months of housing supply, then we went down to 5, now we only have 2.4, so that's definitely declining. This right here is what we use to indicate whether or not there's a time adjustment in the market, in the grid, and also we talk about it in the market conditions section of the addendum. So from 462 to 479, we determined that was a 4% increase, so we're going to mark that increasing. Days on market from 23 to 119, that's increasing. Comparable list price from 495 to 694, that's increasing. Days on market from 155 to 139 down to 51, we're declining there. This has gone from 96 up to 100, we're going to say that's increasing. This one, there's really nothing to evaluate. We're going to put stable in that. Now for these paragraphs down below, you're going to be using information from the other market conditions form that I send in the work file, the Quick MC, but let's take a look at it first. Seller concessions appear to be prevalent for the area. This is always just going to be yes, because in every market area there's going to be somebody looking for seller paid concessions. So the X's here need to be changed, not all of them, because there's some stuff that's not in the work file for you. So right here within the subject market area, there have been how many sales? So for this, we're going to go over and we're going to find the Quick CMA, this guy right here. Scroll down and see how many total sales did we have. We could have just counted 3 plus 3 plus 5. They're not always this easy. So if we've got 48 sales or 97 sales, it's just easier to come over here to the Quick MC and see. It'll add it up for us. In this case, we've only got 11. Could just use my eyeballs. There have been 11 sales. Of those 11 sales, some paid concessions. That's information that I have in my work file. Don't worry about it. And then, so these two sets of X's will need to be changed by me, so don't sweat it. Now down here, the subject market area either is or is not experiencing a presence of bank-owned properties. This is something that I'll have to determine at some point. I hope to give this off to you in the work file. Find a quick and efficient way to do that, but for now, I will just take care of that section myself. Now this one, cite data sources for the above information. This is where we need to tell our client or our reviewer or whoever might be looking at this report how we came up with the data that we're using in this grid in case they ever want to replicate our results. And you're going to find that over here in this 1004 MC form, and it's going to be all this data up on top. So this stuff up here breaks down the search criteria that I used in order to get this bundle of data. So this right here, status, all of these won't change. The stuff that we're looking for is pretty much starts at type. So right here within 10 miles of furrow, which is the subject. So this is, and square footage range of 700 to 2,500 on 10 to 60 acres. So this is how I'll translate that onto the form. Research for the data includes parameters of homes. We've got caps lock. Located within 10 miles of the subject property. We'll scan back here. 700 to 2,500, okay. With a square footage range of 700 to 2,500. What else? Looks like on 10 to 60 acres, okay. On 10 to 60, oh, where'd you go? There you go. Uh-oh. Acres, having sold in the past 12 months. So that just needs to reflect whatever search criteria you see at the top of this form right here. That's the search criteria. We put it here so that if a reviewer wants to go back into their Metro list and try to determine how I came up with this data and check my results, they have the criteria that I used. And this section down here sometimes gets a little weird, so I just like to reformat it a little bit. And for this one, we're going to be using the quick CMA form, and we're going to specifically be looking at the section of under contract properties. The form says, currently there are, how many? We've got 3. If we look over here, this form shows us we have 4 active properties, 3 under contracts, and 11 closed sales. But this section of the form right here specifically says currently there are how many listings with the status of under contract? 3. Of the 3, the median list price is, and that is calculated for us right here, $519. So we're just going to put that right over here. $519. Please see addendum for further market analysis. And that is the 1004 MC.